Let's see if we can't do something about my boredom.
Alright, we're back here. There's a couple of things we ought to do, and then we'll get back to beating the game and being real good at it, son. We might even try being real handsome at the same time. What is it I'm trying to do? Oh, yeah, go over here. Oop. And, oh, yeah, we could buy somber stones. I clearly know exactly what I'm doing. Shut up, D. He's like, God, I'd rather hang out with the undead than you. This guy's still standing here being real smooth. I hope we don't get hit and or struck by him. He's got like a human arm bone dagger. Pretty sure that's a high level item in Diablo. I can't get a good look at y'all. Let me turn on the light. Never mind. Okay. Here, have this somber bell bearing. Now we can buy that good shit. So we want to upgrade like all of our cool boss and or unique weapons. And this is the way to do it. Hold on, I need a sip of water. I started this recording session so parched, apparently. I apologize for that, y'all. I am recording this right after the last one, so I'm already been running my mouth. Well, ain't you just compensating for something there, Nadachi-sama? Jesus. I bought somber stones, D. Can you buy somber stones from the merchant? He's like, well, I can now that you gave her that ball bearing. I'm like, ooh, D. Oh. You know, I've never seen Vampire Hunter, D. As a fan of them Japanese animes, I feel like I should do something about that.
Well, I took you for dead. No matter to lay out your arms then.
It don't take much for this guy to just assume you're dead. All right, should we take our golden halberd to the next level? Of course we should. Boosh. That's in-game gear, boys. We need to find the bell bearing to buy smithing stones 3 and 4 and up. I'm sure they're on the interactive map, but I'm not worried about that. Okay, what? Oh yeah, don't forget we got this sword when we beat the grafted scion at the starting area when we went back there. I don't know if we would use it, but it's just kind of looks kind of cool. Alright, this sword is a right bastard, so let's upgrade this claymore instead. Now we can play the Tommy way. Anytime I bring up that this game, the boss fights are like terribly imbalanced and it's unnecessarily difficult, like he just starts shaking his head, and I know why, and it's because he just has 2 like claymores and just jumps in R2s. Son, and he's having the best time. Who am I to judge? You're like, Tenfey. Okay, yeah, we want to try this thing out. And now that I can buy the somber stones, I guess we'll upgrade this. It's apparently a very good faith weapon, but I agree with Eli the Plague of Gripes that it looks ridiculous. We need to upgrade this whip. In case we come across any Draculars. I've upgraded all of my spears. This fucking thing I didn't bother upgrading. Why would I do that? In honor of Spitfire, the standard issue pyromancer who lives in Dark Souls 2 Limbo, because I lost the save file to standard issue pyromancer 2 Spitfire returns. We'll upgrade our hand axe. We got this is like an early item we found that I said we'd never have the stats to use, so let's upgrade it out of memory. This is the name of an ability in Final Fantasy VI that the enemies use on you, and it like takes a percentage of your HP, so we're gonna upgrade it. Whew. I'm not real ecstatic about this sword, but I also noticed we have 666 smithing stones, and Khajiit Jesus is like giving us a look like you need to take care of this. Okay, we're not going to use this ridiculous fucking sword. But we can buy Somber Smithing Stones 1 and 2. So we'll upgrade it for memes status. How's that sound? Okay. That, I don't plan on leveling intelligence. Maybe when we get the ability to respec, we could dabble a toe into sorcery. Once again, Khajiit Jesus, she spit out her moon sugar tea she drinks every morning. Her catnip moon sugar tea. And it's like, what? Not in my house. Not in Khajiit Jesus' house. I still can't believe how integral that character has become to this playthrough. If this is your first Tenfey playthrough, you must be so confused. But as always, it's very on brand. We might as well upgrade this in case we get into a situation where I'm like, I really need to block some shit, y'all. The turtle shield. We should use this more. It gives you like stamina recovery. Am I not turtley enough for the turtle shield? Upgrade this just because I want to, and you crowd can't stop me. Oh no, that was you crowd as a ghost. Come to stop me. Okay. Okay, I'm good. And I'll come back within a 24-hour period. So don't file a missing persons report every time I leave out the front door. Okay, who's the latest and greatest in crotch grabbing performances? Excuse me, sir. Visions. Maybe this is like the meta evolution of the joke. Because, like, if you just kept imitating the same thing, there'd be no point. But this is like some Andy Kaufman shit. This is some, like, paintings of Campbell's soup can shit, boys. It's worth at least $70 million. That's how modern art works. Just ask Banksy. He grabs god pieces all the time. Okay, what are we actually doing? I figured we try out something real cool and neat. You're like, oh god. When Tenfey starts throwing around words like cool and neat, there's just no getting away from it. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this Zweihänder, because I looked up where the lightning ashes of war are, and they're like further in the game. So I can't have the lightning Zweihänder yet, but I can have a blessed Zweihänder. That's the prayer. When Hans and Franz sit down to eat, they don't say grace. They say, blessed be the Zweihänder. I should have looked up how it's pronounced, because I'm just going to do it wrong. What's the German term for a Gaijin? Das Gaijin? That's what I've become. I have two sacreds, so I want you to put one on this other weapon. Claymore for Clayless. Boosh. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We need to strip down to our pants so we can get a proper balance. Here, I'll give you all a little bit of cheesecake for you ladies watching. Ooh. Any ladies watching this, or the guys watching this too, if you want to. So on the 1 to 10 scale, if you saw Soul the Confessor at the other end of the bar making eyes at you, specifically these eyes at you, what would you give him? When you're describing him later on Twitter. Okay, anyway. So if we were to have a Zweihänder in one hand and a Claymore in the other, and let's say hypothetically we wanted the ability to block shit with a shield when it gets real dicey. And spoilers, this is Elden Ring. Things get dicey all the time. I'd be tempted to use the turtle shield if it did 100% physical negation. I'm not turtly enough for a turtle shield. I have to admit it. I'm going to do what Dana Carvey didn't have the courage to do and admit that I'm not turtly enough for a turtle shield at the moment. Now, I want that bow. How often are we going to need to rapidly switch between our cast and seal and our Zweihänder in that order? That I could maybe have the bow over here. Why do I need a bow? I can just throw holy hell, and I've got all kinds of busted shit, and I'm at a ridiculous rune level. I guess it's supposed to be called. What do I have to fear? What would God need with a lightning Zweihänder? Okay, what do we want as the best look? Well, put these fucking swords on my back. Lord, give me the strength. How now? Did your appraisal of Soul the Confessor go up once he pulled out his two big swords, son? Like Brave Fencer Musashi, son. All right. Okay. I kind of like this bad boy look. Maybe we can go with this one. It's too regal. Too low class. Too lightweight. I mean, it's not bad. I bet that shit clips. When Soul the Confessor goes in the dressing room, the crowd at the clothing shop, they always hear him in there running around in circles because he's having to test his cape physics. If they just installed like a little fan, none of this would matter. I could just go out there in my shirt Like I'm going to till the fields. This will give me 1 more point of faith, son. The min-maxers demand that I wear it. What if I just wore plate armor? You've got a bowl on your head. Get off the table, you know. Is that a sorcery staff in your offhand? God almighty, I hope I never see that man again. Pants. That boy needs pants. Then he can go to the dance. I really like these, but the tarnished nature of the boots clashes with how polished my armor is. This is not bad. The Godric soldiers kind of know what's up. Chitin trousers. You know, I kind of like just wearing nice pants on some days. The Cuckoo Night Greaves. Oh, God. They're the perfect boots to wear if you want to hide in the closet and watch your wife get fucked by a bunch of werewolves. But I don't know if I'm ready for that stage of commitment. All right. How is our... Even the lightest glove... No, I could. If we wanted a min-max, boys. It's the only thing I can wear. We're going to have to make some chess piece decisions. Okay, these have the same weight. Oh, no, they don't. I'm looking at the left side. I was looking at the white number and not the blue number. All right, let's put this on and our cool boots that I like that were made for walking. We need to go farm some of them foot soldier gauntlets. Because that's what I wear on my other character, and they're like my favorite. And I can't believe I don't have them on this character. It's so shameful. Zweihanders go real good with leather gloves. Did you expect this much fashion souls at the beginning of this video? Because that's what you got, and that's what you deserve. Can I put my cool mask? No, even my cool mask. That's all I ask is for a cool mask. Whew, we've got to make some hard choices now. This is the part where things get real dicey. What if I were to remove my shield? The shield is just a limiter. Son, if I never have the shield up, then I can't get mad when I get staggered out of having my shield up. Which means I could put my bow right here. Still be in medium load. What if I wanted to wear some kind of cool helmet? Is it possible? My God. If the white contrasts with the rest of the outfit so much, but I like the rest of it. This has got like a feather and it shows off my mustache. But I assume it's a cuckoo bird feather to go with the boots. And we've already made that joke. It's like the same helmet with different, like, variables. Interesting. Yeah, we'll go with this look. We're professionals. No, we can't. We gotta be regal. Not that regal, Jesus. Speaking of Jesus. No, just put this on. Alright, now that we've spent almost 15 minutes here at this part of the video, I guess we could get back to advancing the plot of the game. God, you crowd are spoiled. Is there ever a point... Well, if somebody has the Miyazaki's Edge, it would be nice to just be able to throw a dagger real quick and be done with it. Alright. I do want to explore that cave down here in the valley of the fart plants. So, what is the easiest way to get down there? Probably actually from here. Pardon me, y'all. I was getting another sip of water, but the PS5 loaded too fast. So one of the nice things about having these two fucking swords is that when we jump in R2... No, that's not right. When we jump... Oh, wait. Have I got to go into two-hander stance? No. Although it does look cool. Also looks cool. So we're like The Witcher. Oh, no, wait. We jump in L2. Jump in L1? I thought there was a way to jump. Oh, that's right. I could shoot holy crescents out of this thing and make it a blessed Zweihänder. I always forget about that. So that does that. That. What is the advantage of having the two swords if he doesn't swing both of them when he jump attacks? That's what I'm wondering. Am I doing something wrong? Probably. I probably am. Is it because I made them both blessed? I can spam so even if I spam R1 and L1, he doesn't really accomplish anything different than if I just spammed R1 with the Zweihänder. Oh, sir, you're here just in fucking time for me to test this shit. What a gentleman. What a scholar. What if asshole can't be fucking targeted? There we go. What if I were to swing a Zweihänder? My God, man. I thought you had more constitution than that. 'Tis but good sport, sir. Alright, he stood for what he believed in, which is having me kick his ass again. I say. Henceforth and verily. What if we were to charge an R2? This should just be the rest of the video. The most viewed episode of all time. I wonder if it has something to do... No, it shouldn't matter, because when I hit L2 while I'm two-handing these, he does the weapon art. We can't hit him with his Zweihänder while it glows, or else he'll die for real. When you die in the blessed Zweihänder, you die for real. Alright. You know, probably what would be the correct choice in this scenario is to not have both weapons be blessed. Because that way, if we want to hit them with a certain element, like if we... Yeah, we need to do something different with the Claymore. We need to do clay less with the Claymore. Alright. So, undo enchant. We could actually put Bloody Slash, the Bloody High Slash. We could take it off of our Uchi Katana. We could also use one of these that we never use. Repeating Thrust. You could put that on a Claymore. Stormblade, Stormcaller, Storm Stomp, Determination. I want to try this. Keen. No, I'm not really that dexterous, if you want to be perfectly honest. Alright. Let's see what this does. Skeleton boy. Oh, skeleton boy. Somebody wants to interact with you. Well, what spawned him last time? He just kind of came of his own volition. If I got to make some noise, come on, make some noise. And raise those skeleton boys. And we'll get wild, wild, wild. So you think I got a blessed Claymore? Well, I tell you, honey, I don't know why. Ooh, I don't know why. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right for the dick. Ah. Seems my friend has not had enough of my crotch fencing, we'll call it. 'Tis but good sport indeed. I like the little flourish she does. Alright, you can go to hell now. Alright. Let's do this. Hoop. Hoop. Up. Oh, what are we actually here to do? Oh yeah, we want to go down here. I forgot. I have a horse I can ride. I always forget. Poor Torrent is like, you weigh a fucking ton now. Since you took those items out of hammer space. Like, horse, have you been on fucking TV tropes again? Torrent, Sama, Senpai Code. Dono. Gotta throw that in there. Glintstone staff. Ugh. Ugh. Grab a few row of fruits. Row of fruit. Ooh. Oh. Alright. The easiest way to get down to Fart Plant Town is probably to jump onto this gentle gust. Ignore the troglodytes. We have arrived. Alright, now that I'm thinking about it, switch these. Holy hell, while I'm in the menu, that's real fucking mature. Oh, I meant to bring my dragon breath down here to school this fucking crowd. I guess I'll use the Eyes of Frenzy. God. They're not fans of it, I've noticed. And I'm a fan of a thing they're not fans of. How do you like my lightning? Not lightning. Blessed Zweihänder. I'm in the poison. Bring all your boys in. I'm in the poison. The Eyes of Frenzy. Dick. I thought he was in plant stagger status. He just fucking came at me. I didn't do nothing. Okay, I believe he was in stagger status right now. Well, look at you, crowd fucking adorable. The Eyes of Frenzy all over them, son. Pinch them on the cheeks. It's technically another fart joke. Oh no, I'm in mid-poke. Hoo-hoo. Ha-ha. Good sport indeed. I see you fucking sneaking up on me, and if the targeting system wasn't a broken mess, I'd have been all over you already. I'm so dangerously close to being poisoned, son. I'm riding on the cusp of the fart cloud. Another less popular Garth Brooks song. I don't care. Look at all my HP. I forgot that I have 60 fucking vigor. I wasn't even targeting you and I killed you. For you, the day Soul the Confessor came down to your fart plant valley was the most important day of your life. But for him, it was Tuesday. Oh, slightly out of my Eyes of Frenzy range, are you? Everyone thinks you're real fucking cute with that shit, you know that? How much does just a good old-fashioned lightning sphere do to this piece of shit? He's not a fan? What if I were to call down Lightning Strike? It's a good thing. We can all agree. I knew I'd need them fucking daggers. Okay. Well, that was fun. When people ask what your favorite chapter of the Soul the Confessor saga is, you're going to be like, boys, Fart Plant Valley. I'll die by that shit, son. You'll notice we didn't use the claymore at all during that encounter. Let's just unequip it for now until I learn how to properly use it as a weapon. He didn't have a weapon. Alright. Grab me a bonus skull, maybe a couple mushrooms. Ignore the bats. Here's where we're headed. Now I don't... Trying to remember, there's like a dungeon that's filled with poison water. I'm trying to remember what it was. I thought it would be behind them, you know, because it's thematic. I might just have to do like all the little side dungeons. No, you crowd just want me to beat the game. You're like, is that what we want, Uncle Tenfey? Is that what we want for the game to be over with? I guess I could activate this thing, although I can't imagine doing any kind of co-op anytime soon with my ridiculous fucking level. Well, ain't that real nifty? Since we can't put lightning on our Zweihänder just yet, we'll have to be the lightning. We'll have to ride the lightning. An iron cleaver, you say? Oh. Hello, kind sir. Would you enjoy a backstab? Well, that's right, we don't stab with this fucking thing. We obliterate. Das obliteration, I believe is the correct term for it. I could kill you all from up here. Hey, y'all. I could kill you from here. That's some good lightning spear range, original soul. I'm not even going to bring up Onion Soul, because I know you crowd will lose your mind. Okay, don't lock on the people when you're standing on a board. Are you proud? You did a slight amount of damage to me. You're the hero of the entire mining operation. Dead. Dead or in the conch is how I would write it in the report. Graveyard dead. Let's see what goes on in here. Oh, a bunch of assholes for me to kill. My favorite. You think I didn't see you sleeping there? Boys, you're lucky I'm not the foreman. I thought about running over there and obliterating him with my big fuck off sword, but then I realized that that would make me just like him. I'm telling you, they must take long lunch breaks down here. It's the only justification for why everybody is standing around, burning them hours. Staunching blouses. I see. Try bow, except offer fire. Oh, we've already killed a bunch of this crowd. I see some fire barrels right there. I believe the Eye of Frenzy, or as it's known as in some cultures, the Flame of Frenzy, is a fire spell. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to work, but I went for it, and I don't regret it. Hey, where didn't you just come from fucking nowhere? This crowd gets real mad when you come into their workspace. Well, I found a pickaxe. I met a possum. Liar head. But okay, so we're at the boss. There might be other stuff in here, but I don't care, since this isn't the dungeon that I thought it was. You're not the dungeon I thought you to be. Hey. What do you get up to down here, other than getting killed by me? The hero, boys. Ah, I'm having such a better time now. All it took was 13 million souls to make me good at the game. Oh, God, get me out of this dungeon. The Morn Tunnel, they call this fucking place. Oh, yeah, just for y'all's sake. I think we can just fall down these ledges. Well, ain't this just a lovely fucking dead end, Miyazaki? We all appreciate it. There must be some secret rich lore behind it, son. Vatty will release a 6-part series about that fucking room. I'm falling down here just to get to the damn side of grace. I want to see how good a time we would have if we could take the dragon fire up there and deal with Fart Plant Valley. If we don't go under those ruins, maybe those bats won't bother us. I'd like to think so. I like to think they're reasonable. How y'all doing over here? Alright, Holy Hell's about to be summoned, so let's not be standing in it. Alright, you'll be our additional Holy Hell. Here we go. Son, we get some good mileage out of the amount. So, I thought you would be able to just breathe fire until you ran out of FP, but it seems that it does have a maximum duration. But it is very satisfying. Let's say if we use it without locking on, we can aim it around better too. Sometimes it's better to not lock on. Don't tell Star Fox 64, son, you need that lock-on technology. You got to get that max score, son. You got to earn them James McCloud sunglasses. I never unlocked James McCloud sunglasses in Star Fox 64, son. I weren't good enough. I didn't deserve the love of my dead Fox dad and his cool sunglasses. All right. I'd say that was a successful experiment in dragon firing. All right. I'm in combat with what? The world itself is my enemy. Apparently. Is there like a dragonfly buzzing around? Is it these bats? I don't even consider them a threat. But apparently the map screen does. Still can't open the map. It continues to be a tragedy. Oh, that was it. Clear that shit. There's some catacombs and tunnels over here, and there's also this jackass. So I guess we should do something about that. Let's do this during the daytime. There ain't no reason to get real spooked. I don't start hero until noon on the weekends. If you're going to get kidnapped in the weekends and need a hero, if you're holding out for a hero till the end of the night, you might as well get over it, cause I might get there by 12:45. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. Just right. Let's go ahead and body this idiot. So this is another... Oh, yeah, you got to use Stone Sword Key for this guy. This guy's got some Bloodborne tendencies to him. And he does ice. He's an ice guy. But nowhere near the level of the Crucible Knight. So hopefully I don't get bodied too hard by him. Hopefully the shame is only minimal. Lightning Spear would probably be the most useful. You want to come up out the floor, buddy? Get your ass kicked? He just waved his hand, and I was reduced to nothing but dust in the wind. We're just gonna face fuck him. Like the hero. We both missed. We're both jackasses. Who knew? You'll notice he never gets staggered. Even though he has a big fuck off Zweihänder. AoEs, huh? You know, I'm a bit of an AoEer myself. When I get the Eyes of Frenzy going. I'd love to hit him with that dragon spell, but look at this shit. You know he would never get a chance to do it. I'm barely going to be able to cast Eyes of Frenzy. But I did. Fuck you! I'm killing you with it! Nope. Nope, you're dying to this fucking spell. Jackass. Look, we had like a ice versus fire duel right at the end. Son, you could put Don't Say Run or whatever from My Hero Academia under it, and it would still match up to it. Alright, we're still frostbitten twice shy, but we'll be alright. Oh, the talisman he dropped is a popular one. It raises 4 of our stats by 3 points. So that's like 12 free levels. But we take a little bit more damage. Well, we've got a lot of HP and we're bullying low-level enemies. So for now, we'll wear it. There's a more powerful version later in the game. Alright, let's look for caves and crypts. Well, look at that. It didn't take very long, did it? Alright, this seems like the kind of place where a lantern could prove quite useful. The Tomesword Cave. I believe is what they call this place. I'm not going to bother activating them summoning pools, because I mean, it's just not going to happen. What are the odds that another ridiculously leveled person is here and putting down their summon sign? Okay, this is it. This be the poison. I'd like to have my cure poison spell for this. Excuse me for about a brief moment. I'd also rather have an actual torch equipped for, once again, for the ambience. Alright, just checking my equipment, my god. Memorize spell. The cure poison spell is all we need down here, although the burn me up, the cleanse me daddy spell is cooler, but we can't really justify using it since it deals a tiny bit of damage to you. All right, how you crowd doing down here? Real good, I hope, because I'd hate to kill you when you weren't in tip-top shape. I'm like Josuke from JoJo Part 4. If you're laying in a hospital beat up, then I'm going to heal you. So that way I don't feel bad when I beat the dog shit out of you. That's what makes him the hero, son. This is the rest of the playthrough, so get used to it. Once again, that's not true. I'm telling you. We're only having an easy time of it because we're in here bullying the weak. But it ain't always going to be like this, y'all. Cure poison. Hey, you. How you think about Dragon? Not a fan. Try dashing through, then look careful. What goes on in here? Big rats, huh? Even a big rat can get burned up. My god, my immunity is so high. I can just traipse through the poison at my leisure. And then cure it. Bright spot. Alright. Oh, that rat had friends, and they're real mad. Oh no, slightly unsweihanderable. It's what makes rats so powerful. How did I miss? You're the hero of the rat people, son. My god. The shit this crowd puts me through. Oh, I wallered in the poison, so it persists upon itself. Okay, here's how we're going to have to do this. I'm going to light and spear these boys. The big rat takes 2 lightning spears, son. Oh no, I actually got poison. How embarrassing. Immunizing cured. Okay, here we go. That should be the notebook that lets us make... It's not. Why is it not? That doesn't make any sense. How do we get out of here, by the way? Is that not a thing? Is it you just come down here to die? No, you go up here, of course. Boys, I got a lot of poison on me now. Precious item. Do you mean this moss? Did Susie and Chris leave that message? Ah, fart plants. Professional. I won't read it. You can't make me. Trying to think of the most efficient way to deal with this thing. By the book, son. God, I have no idea how the chief of Tenfey is going to react when he finds out about my power leveling shenanigans that went on during this playthrough. Okay. You did it, buddy. Justice. Great justice. Poison bone dart. You know, I can make those at home. We got poison knives at home. The boss fight. All right, let's do this. Once again, great justice was performed that day. Oh no! I've been hit with permanent fart cloud. Well, that amber talisman was nice, but... I don't know. I guess we did this dungeon. Good for us. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's see, I want to do this little spot right here. So, trying to remember exactly how you get up there. Probably run around this side. If I were a super cool game designer in the vein of the legendary Hidetaka Miyazaki, that's probably how I would design it. Son, I recorded the last episode and I'm recording this episode on Sunday morning. So if you're wondering why it's like more laid back, if it's less me ranting and raving than usual, that's why. But I figure you need some low-key Tenfey episodes like this to help you recover, son. It can't be high-octane Miyazaki hate being spewed 24/7. You'd burn out your adrenal gland dealing with that shit. I guess we'll go in this fucking catacomb. Since we saw it. If there was a catacomb, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my Zweihänder revolves it. Didn't really revolve. We didn't even do a 360. We could probably put spinning slash on this thing, but then it wouldn't be blasted anymore. See, I don't plan on going near the poison anymore. So what do we want to take with us? Oh, we slide our tail around. A little dragon tail action has never made things worse. Item ahead. Yeah, the item is some fucking piece of shit skeletons I'm gonna re-murder. That's the true treasure. Oh no, please don't come over here towards me. I'll never be able to defeat you. Do you have any cool friends that need to be murdered? I'm your guy. Romantic Warriors Cookbook 9. Can we make anything we care about? There's like some cool stuff down here, I guess. Real ambient is how I would describe this catacomb at the moment. Rather ambient, even. So we probably have our torch out. I probably don't even need any of my fancy magics to get me through here. I've just got the good Lord. Son, it's been blessed by Khajiit Jesus herself. I would describe the ritual of how she blessed it to you, but you might find it rather distasteful. It involved using it as a stripper ball. Oh, God, you crowd are so mean to me. Okay. I realized one downside to having that torch out is we can't just hit L2 and immediately launch the blessed crescent wave as we are wont to do. Isn't there another archer up there? No, but there's you. And now there's no longer you. The world ends with you. I'm pretty sure that stars a skeleton boy, right? I've never actually played those games. I heard they have like a cult following. We'll stick with the belt light for now. Boy, I hope no skeletons resurrect behind me, or in front of me, or to the side of me, or underneath me. Yeah, there you are. Jackass. Just lightly R1'd him and he was obliterated. It's so satisfying. Anybody? I hate to waste a good Zweihänder blessing, but there just weren't no skeleton skill, unfortunately. Oh, you spew fire in two directions, huh? An advanced piece of shit trap. How lovely. So we want this thing to raise us up. Can I shoot straight down with a... excuse me, I have to deal with something real quick. Excuse me, my blood pressure is skyrocketing. Will you excuse me for but one moment? Might as well grab whatever the hell this is. Human bone shard. Explain to me these bone shards, human. There we go. Haha. Not a bad weapon to have when you're in the catacombs. The old blessed Zweihänder. I'm telling you, somebody who does needlepoint as a hobby has to make a blessed be the Zweihänder needlepoint to hang up in your house. To give to your grandma from Deutschland. It'll remind her of the old country. Back when swords required two hands. Or Zweihänder, as they used to say. Oh, it's asshole. Ooh! That's the thing. But Lieutenant Skeleton Dan, you ain't got no asshole. I know that, Forrest. Guess I'll just run out here and pull this lever and not get cleaved in twain. Well, now I'm disappointed that there aren't any skeleton boys where I thought there would be. Alright, I'm actually going to backtrack because there was another path we could have took when I rode up that fire trap. By the way, the only reason I knew to do that is because I figured it out in my other playthrough. Because spoilers, when I came in here, I was like a kid playing Ocarina of Time in the Water Temple for the first time back in the day. Because I just kept running around, couldn't figure it out. And then finally I saw like a ghost do it. The ghost mechanic worked the way Miyazaki always wanted it to. And I saw what to do. Tenfey, his eyes open. Thank you. Well, now I can properly thank y'all at the end of episodes. Oh, you dodged my Zweihänder that's become blessed. However will I beat these skeleton boys now? Yeah, we're pretty much done heroing in this place. Boys, I spent like at least a week as a kid, maybe like 3 days, trying to finish the water temple in Ocarina of Time. I just didn't notice that damn block floating up when you raise the water in the middle column. It's like the reason everyone gets confused and lost in that dungeon, and it's a failure of the game design. Miyamoto's great shame. The one thing that keeps him yet humble. Humbler, yet humbler. After I did the L2 to charge this thing, I literally held forward and spammed R1. I'm telling you, I don't understand why the bosses can't just be like that normally. Why is it up to me to fix the game by spending, like, 4 or 5 hours shooting the same enemy over and over? Alright, let's get rejuvenated. Hey, jellyfish. Bye, jellyfish. I'm slightly out of my jump R2 range, are you? God, if you actually jumped into a jellyfish like that, you'd be stung up, boys. You know, the only cure for a jellyfish sting is for somebody to pee on it. That's what they used to tell me. It's only in the internet age that it seems suspect. Alright, so there's another one of them Erd Tree bosses here. It should let us summon our good friend to have a good time. You've got the jellyfish shield. I recognize it. I'm not seeing the summon your dudes icon appear on the side of the screen. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, idiot. If they drop their cool spear, we might have to give it a glance in that. I guess I could be on my horse for this. You just restore red flasks, so I'm going to leave you be. Does this guy only appear at night? What time of day is it? It is night. Maybe he only appears during the day. It's one of them reverse vampires. Boys, it'd be real rough. You'd have to, like, constantly circle the globe because not being in the sunlight is what kills you when you're a reverse vampire. Well, there's no side of grace here to, like, easily pass the time. Wait, I already fought this guy, didn't I? Did I? God, that's the problem with having a separate personal playthrough. A personal pan playthrough. I know I did an Erd tree. Was it this one? It must have been. Because I don't think I did this one. I think I have them confused in my head. At least I'm confused inside my mind. I was like, how embarrassing. Ooh. Nifty. And swifty. Let's look at this thing. We're going to have fun with this thing. A long handle and a broad blade shot. Yeah, I know what a spear is. Wielded by guardians of the minor archery. Experts in the arts of combat. And it has a spinning slash. Alright, well, I mean, I've already got, like, this cool spear that I put a cool blessed move on, so I'm just saying. I'll just add it to my spear collection. Okay, we may finally be done. I mean, we haven't done everything you can here. Well, there's a couple of optional bosses over here that we should go school. And by that, I, of course, mean we should come over here and bully them to death because they deserve it. There he is. The jackass. Hey, idiot. He refuses to notice me. He's advanced beyond the level of senpai. He no longer notices those that are too far beneath him. Point blank lightning bolts. Yeah, this is why I normally would be real angry at this guy if we were an appropriate level to be fighting him. Because he just comes up and does all this horse shit where he bodies you with his horse and hits you with his flail. And before you can retaliate, look at that. He's 100 miles away. There we go. Much better. Apparently Barricade Shield is real good. And it used to be even real gooder. But it was one of the things that got nerfed slightly. In one of the first major patches. Major Patches. That'll be the character in the next Souls game. He'll be Patches, but somehow he's moved up in military rank. He seems like the kind of scamp that could get away with it. He seems like he'd be good at the politics of command structure. Is it still night? Yeah, there it is. I was going to say, there's an additional death bird. The bird that eats people, of course. Y'all are already familiar with it. Can I bully you from up here? The problem is when the problem is a fucking bat flew in the back of my head like a fat fucking pigeon. But I was going to say the problem was when we cast the lightning bolt spell, he takes like a step forward. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, Becky. Look at his blessed Zweihänder damage. It's so big. I like blessed swords and I cannot lie. These other never deny. Oh! I thought he had the Miyazaki's edge, but it was just this fucking bat. This unkillable monstrosity of a bat. Okay. That's over with. That's done. I just figured we might as well pick these flowers while we're here. When are we ever going to get the chance to pick flowers again? So that hatchet that the Deathbird dropped is interesting if we were to look at it with our eyes. Oh yeah, we still haven't tried out this damn arm cannon. So, if we have this as our offhand item as we're slaughtering foes, apparently it restores a small amount of FP each time. That could be real interesting. The only thing is, it would be annoying because we would probably want our talisman in our right hand. If we're going to do that. Yeah, it's not worth. We don't need to min-max to that extreme just yet. There's like a poison area over here. I don't remember if there's anything cool there. I guess we can go investigate it. There's some big crabs we could kill. And I'd hate to waste a perfectly good opportunity to bully big crabs. Can't stop picking flowers. Alright, here be the Poison Lands. You ain't grabbing nobody off their horse, jackass. Let's get up here. Oh, it's nighttime, which means we got to deal with this crowd screaming that are strung up on these things. Unfortunately, it won't let us put them out of their misery. Their misery extinguishing proof. There you are. I knew you'd show up once I started bullying your zombie boys. I assume they all worked for that big crab. Eyes of frenzy. What a pleasant place. Poison ground full of zombies. A bunch of crucified people constantly screaming. Giant crabs. Slugs. The property around here probably goes for real cheap. I wasn't even paying attention to my madness meter. There's no end to y'all. Alright, cool. There's really no reason to be standing here doing this, but the satisfaction you get from bullying the weak, son. I'm just like that JoJo villain whose stand power was if his shadow touched you, you like regressed in age. And so when you became a child, he could kill you with a hatchet. It's a very straightforward plan. I guess if that's your stand power, you've just got to work with it the best you can. I'm so close to being poisoned. Oh, I think these zombies were like spewing poison at me, is why. It's not often I throw down lightning smite from the back of my horse, but it's real elegant, real gallant. That's the word we're looking for. I'll smite bats. Why not? Yeah, this is just kind of an area to be here. Environmental storytelling or something, I guess. I believe I've killed all of them. I believe I've become the true hero of undead slaughter. I saw you, glowing skull. Was there anything? This looks like kind of area that would have been something. There's actually something over here, now that I'm thinking about it. To be able to use your talisman on the horse, at least when it's in your offhand, you have to like two-hand it. Very odd. I'm not going over there because then I'm going to want to bully those wolf boys, and I ain't got time for that. Forgot to activate this side. Oh yeah, this is where the meteor crowd are. They could be real fun to interact with. Let's summon somebody. We don't have to summon this guy every time. We could summon the wolves or the skeletons. Yeah, let's summon the wolves. The OG summon. How you crowd doing? I'm Soul the Confessor. I've got some ghost wolf boys. You look like the kind of fella that needs attention paid to him. As opposed to this other crowd of jobbers. Killed him. Graveyard dead. This crowd's having a hell of a time. Apparently none of them practiced for getting attacked by a bunch of wolves. If you're going to be standing out in the woods doing a bunch of ritualistic bullshit and summoning gravity meteors, you got to know how to deal with the wolves. Where you go? To hell. From hell's heart. I believe we stabbed at him. All that's up here is one lone owl. He's got the glowing eyes. He's the chosen one. Go on, owl boy. You're the chosen one. Well, I thought there'd be something cool over here, but it was just a bunch of jackasses for me to kill. And as always, isn't that the greatest treasure of all? Alright, enough of filler arc. Let's get back to advancing the game. Right after we go into Stormvale Castle and find the rest of the treasures, of course.